All right. I'm here. Members only live. I hope this is working. Let me take a gander. Let us see. Go to my channel. See if there's anything going on. Oh yeah, there is. Looks like it's going on. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Why will it not let me? Hmm. What's up, Cricket Cinema? Nice to have you here, man. At least, can you hear me at least? I'm doing a surprise live. Guess I can't get into my own member members only live. I'm gonna have to trust you guys. Okay, you can hear me. What's up, Bella Peterson? Nice to have you here. Sounds good. Mater, surprise, surprise. Nice to have you here as well. Pyrex, nice to have you here. Tricky Trixie, Fuzzy, thank you for being here, Fuzzy. Um, I'm fulfilling my obligation to you guys. I know I've been kind of slacking past month. I didn't do a members only live, but I actually have the time today to do one. First of all, no, you're right on time, Rib Guide. Thank you for being here. First thing I want to do is thank you all for being members to the channel. It does mean a lot. It does help. Membership is kind of the you know, lifeblood of the monetary part of the channel. So I do appreciate each and every one of you, big time. Lacey R, nice to have you here. Um, yeah, so that's the first thing that I kind of wanted to go over with you guys. I wanted to say how much it means that you guys are members, and if you got a gifted membership, I hope you can keep it. It's literally less than half the cost of a Starbucks coffee for a whole month. I am gonna try to be better at doing um, members only content, um, but I don't want to hold back from everybody else. As a matter of fact, once I'm done with this live, which I won't take too much of your time, tomorrow, at some point, I'm going to make it available to the general public. And if you're listening on the archives, I appreciate you. So just make sure you know that. Yes, we blame the 49%. There you go, of course. Um, yeah, I just like I said, I just wanna say that I appreciate you guys getting these memberships because it means a lot. Fingy, nice to have you in here as well. Um, And, just wanted to say, thank you guys and gals out there. I know it's a hell of a thing to support a YouTuber that you like, and I don't take it lightly. Um, I've been in that position where, and I still to this day have memberships to certain channels, one of them being KDOT. Um, but I really do value the friendships that we have here. Moses, welcome. Nice to have you here as well. I also wanted to talk a little bit about what's going on Friday. Friday, we're going to have a mainline DT show. I think Dougie might not be able to make that one. I'm not 100% sure. So it may be just me and Nami, maybe just me by myself. So after I'm done with this live, I'll probably do everything I need to do for Friday's show because I kind of want to take it easy tomorrow. Um, but I do kind of want to talk about upcoming events and things that I'm going to plan for the channel. Um, Certain things I don't want to discuss right now, but there are a few things that I want to share with you guys first. I will be doing uh, a joint stream with KDOT to discuss the Rojan shooting here in Aurora, Colorado, because um, it's really disturbing. And I can't show the videos to you guys right now, but I will edit those uh, videos out so that it doesn't include any shooting or killing. Um, when I say I've been through a lot this year, y'all, I have been through a lot. I saw one of the most horrible things I've ever seen in person. Um, the hanging that I covered. And the official story is suicide on that. I'm still not convinced. I'm still working on it. What's up, Southern Yankee? What's up, Chris? What's up, Anna? Nice to have you all here. What's up, Sassy? Nice to have you here as well. Um, I'm doing a members only stream because I know I've been kind of slacking in that area if you just joined. But I just want to let everybody know how much I appreciate your patronage to be able to afford the $3 a month to um, kind of support the channel. Like I was saying earlier, memberships are kind of um, monetarily speaking, anyways, kind of the lifeblood of the channel. So just want to let you guys know it doesn't go unnoticed. Um, you know, what's up, Tricky? And what's up, Cinderella? Nice to have you both here as well. So it does mean a lot, and I don't take it lightly. I am going to pay more attention. I know I didn't do a members only stream last month, and I felt really awful about that. But sometimes life gets in the way, and I've been dealing with, life in general, plus, the life of an activist, right? If you guys have any questions for me, feel free to ask, and I'll answer anything uh, that you guys have, if I can, to the best of my ability. Jojo, welcome. Nice to have you here. Um, so let's discuss some of the scheduling things coming up. I've got some exciting things, some not so exciting. But I just mentioned I call it a panel, but it's basically going to be me and K Dot going over the events that basically led to the um, murder, and I'm going to call it for what it is, the murder of Rajon here in Aurora. Absolutely horrific video that I got to, and I'm getting 7 more angles. So there's going to be no disputing. The police chief basically is covering up already, and I already knew that was going to happen. But luckily, this particular incident, um, we have tons of video. So I know SY, and I know I say that a lot, but I can't tell you guys how much work that I put into this particular channel and my other channel as well, which that's another exciting thing that I want to talk to you guys about. I've talked about my other channel for quite a long time, the RP Grinders channel, which I've been doing for almost 20 years, 18 in fact. Um, and I put my heart and soul into that. We've never, I mean, right now, Fuzzy, I think at last count, we were at 117. And that was mostly because I asked you guys to subscribe to that channel. It took me literally, I think it was 17 years to get to um, 50 50 subscribers on the RP Grinder channels. So what does that average out to? Like three, 2.2 and a half subscribers a year. But the funny thing about it is I really, really worked to get those 50 subscribers, and um 50 subscribers for a little niche podcast, right? That talks about video games, right? So that's what's coming to the channel on Friday evening at 7 Eastern. Are there any video game players out there? Old school video game players. I mean, I actually started with the Atari. Um, yeah, I know I'm showing my age a little bit, but yeah, I've always been a big time, lifetime video gamer, and even to this day, I hardly ever get a chance to play them because I'm working on 1,502 days. Well, congratulations, Rib Guy. I wished I could do that on my other. My parents had Pong. I played Pong too, Chris. So it's exciting to bring that particular show. The first half is all video game news, and it seems really boring, but the second half of the show really picks up, and we talk about everything from politics to pop culture, movies, games, obviously, and anything else that uh, people will um, think of. I really like that show, and we're up to episode. I think it's like 830 or something, like 830 episodes for a weekly. Thank you for subbing, Jojo. I really appreciate that. Yeah, Pong, Southern Yankee. I think you remember the Atari, right? Used to play all the time, but not so much nowadays. Well, you need to get back into it, Southern Yankee. There's some good stuff out there. Game dev needs to collab with you. It could be fun. I don't know who game dev is, Sassy. You know, but I'm always up for a good collab. You know, RP Grinders is basically 2 hours of three dudes talking about video games, politics, pop culture mostly. We bitch about politics mostly, and it doesn't matter either aisle. So yeah, if those of you are wondering if RP Grinders is going to rub you the wrong way because of whatever political affiliation that you have, well, get ready because I'm not even independent. I'm just non-political. I can't stand either party. You guys know that from what I've said before. Sonic fan. I love Sonic, Jojo. Have you played the newest Sonic stuff? In television, Rib Guy? Yeah. Yeah, stuff like that. Asteroids, I played that. Too busy watching channels on YouTube now. That's why I said, well, that is the new form of entertainment, right? And I hope that, my channel is at least semi entertaining, Southern Yankee. I know you're a big supporter of the channel, and, obviously I'm doing something right here, so. Um, but I don't know. I think we do a pretty fine job on that show, and I'm excited to bring it some new life here. On the MLH channel. It's it just breaks up content. It's something completely different. It's I'm pretty proud of that show and what we've done. Same here. I will never claim a party. I can't, Cinderella. I don't like either party at all. I like the Republican motto of fiscal conservatism, but it's a shell of its former self right now. And as far as the Democrats are concerned, they're definitely the weaker of the parties. I hate it because we have to pick one or the other, and I'm not willing to do that. I'm not even independent. I'm independent minded for sure. I just don't consider myself of the independent party because everybody always uh you know disappoints me no matter who it is. Chris says when I was a kid we had an Atari too. We bought Pac-Man and I remember being so disappointed because it wasn't a carbon copy of the arcade game. I actually have a different memory of that particular Pac-Man game, Chris. It's widely considered one of the, if not the worst game on the 2600, the Atari. But I will tell you, some of my fondest memories of me kicking my mom's ass at that game. So, you know, for nostalgia reasons, I I like that game. Does anybody remember the Three Stooges Nintendo game? I do, Fuzzy. I think I rented it. It wasn't very good from what I remember. Southern Yankee definitely entertaining. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really everybody on DT really tries to bring you guys a lot of laughter and entertainment, and it's been fairly successful. So you know, I play Switch Mario mostly these days. Jojo, I have a Switch One, a Switch 2. I have a PlayStation 5. I have an Xbox One, which I haven't touched in months, but I still have it. Um, I really want a PlayStation Pro, but they cost way too much. I mean, that's way it's like $700 or something, and I think that's way too much for the value that you're getting. But I do rather enjoy my PlayStation 5. That's my preference of gaming systems if I can ever play. Matter of fact, if I get done early here, I think I'm going to be able to play some video games, which is pretty cool. All political parties suck, in my opinion. I agree, Southern Yankee. Anna from Canada says, my hubby and son play video games often. I sometimes play Plants versus Zombies on the PS5. You are definitely a gamer, Anna. And I could point you to some more games that you would probably love if you love Plants versus Zombies. I don't do politics, as the rulers of the world are never seen. They're all in bed together at the top. I agree, Jojo. 100%. And that's a lot of time. That's what I want to get to everybody. There may be some things that we say that seem either left leaning or right leaning or whatever the fuck, but every one of us on that show is very independently minded, and we don't care about people's sensitivities when it comes to parties. So, only 17 members? That's how many likes we have, Batty says. No, we got more than that. Last PlayStation I bought was a PS2. Can't afford the newer ones. Yeah, Southern Yankee. The PlayStation 2 was a great system. I had uh I'm a big role-playing gamer, RPGs or JRPGs, Japanese role-playing games. I play a lot of those type of games, and the PS2 was king for those. And I used to have a collection that was unrivaled by almost nobody as far as like RPGs and JRPGs go. And I lost all of those in my divorce. So, what's up, Janet? Nice to have you here. Um, I really love the PS2 Southern Yankee. There were so many great games on that system. I think the between the original Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, and the PlayStation 2, I think those are in the pantheon of greatest systems of all time. I really do. We're going to have lots of discussion of that ilk on RP Grinders. So I hope if you're even semi interested in video games, that you guys will at least give us a chance or two to provide a little bit of entertainment for you all. Atari and first Nintendo, I find the new game consoles very different. They are, Batty. And welcome on in, Batty. Nice to have you here. I don't remember welcoming you in, but thank you. Um, let's see, what was I gonna say? But yeah, I had and I also lost my extensive comic book collection in the divorce too. I failed to mention those one time in court, and well, you know, you know how it goes. So there's that. But yeah, I um been a big time gamer for decades, literally decades, starting with the 2600. I think I played Pong before that, but the 2600 for sure. And I remember the video games I remember the most are games like Pac-Man and Outlaw, and you know, I mean, just these like Mega Mania, Kaboom. I don't know if you guys remember that one. Combat, where you just had two tanks try to shoot each other, from the other side of the map. You know, uh, yeah, one button. It's not too bad, Rib Guy. I mean, you get used to it, and it's just becomes intuitive after a while. I don't know. It just games have evolved. There's no question about that. The one thing that I find hard, is like the higher difficulty games. It's becoming really difficult for me as I get older to kind of play games on difficult modes. Hey, Birdie B, nice to have you here. Defender was great. Yeah, I remember Defender. Uh, yeah, the one button. Yeah. They have evolved, and I do quite like them though. And I like the different controllers, how ergonomic they are, and just the creativity. Stuff like that. I suck at driving and shooting games. Well, join the club, Southern Yankee. I'm awful at driving and shooting games. I love to play them. You know, I used to be hooked on Turok 2, Janet. Oh, that was a great game. That was on the N64, if I'm not mistaken, right, Janet? I'm still at a pinball junkie. I love pinball. Rib guy. Pinball's great. And they got some decent um pinball, if you can believe this, Rib guy. They actually have decent pinball games for consoles, modern consoles. But I like the old school feel of the actual physical nature of pinball machines. But there are some decent pinball machines that kind of get things right, and with the new controllers that they provide like uh haptic feedback, like you get on your phone, like if like for vibration and stuff. The controllers kind of, like if you're hitting left and right, they kind of give you that feel. It can't be just like that, but you know Jojo says it's a novelty getting to know you. You have a great chat. Hi all, living in England, but actually watch most USA and VPN there. Have been to NYC, always love the great states. Variety. I've been meaning to visit England for a long time, Jojo, and I'm glad that you're here, and I'm glad that you're enjoying the chat. I take great pride in my chat being a very safe place for anybody to come in and enjoy themselves as long as they behave. So, and I have world class mods like Batty and um, Fuzzy, and all of my mods are just great. Big Chief, when he's there, Matthew the King. So it should always be a good place for you to come and hang out and stuff like that. I played on my laptop and wore out my trackpad. Oh yeah, Janet, you're a PC gamer. Yeah, I don't play so much on PCs, but I do. Eric says I'm all about that Dig Dug. Oh, Dig Dug was a great game, Eric Grader. That was a great game at the arcades, man. Let's you know what? Let's take a peek at. Let's see if I can find. Uh, let's close this and Let's go to YouTube first off. See if we can find some old footage of Dig Dug. I don't think I'll get in trouble for that. I hope they don't put a privacy complaint on me. You know, let's look at the arcade game. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Let me show you guys a little bit of this Dig Dug. If you guys never played Dig Dug, man, what a great game this was. Let's take a little peek here. We got to get the sound too. You got to get the whole experience. Let's see. Come on now. Why is there no sound? Uh, hold on. Let me copy it and put it on Safari. That'll probably fix our issues here. If you're just joining, I'm just doing a BS with you guys kind of stream, Hold on one second. Is there any sound? Let me make sure there's sound first off. Ah, hold on. There is sound here. Let's show you guys a little bit of this. This is old school goodness, guys and gals. Let me get to Eric. Eric, you get too much limelight, man. And change your helmet to a Bronco, sir. Eric Bronco. Got to change your name to Eric Broncos. I think that's kosher. Eric Bronco. No, I'm kidding. It's gonna be a fun season, Eric. A really fun season. Let's take a look here. Pretty sure they have, well, there was sound. What the hell's going on here? What's going on? It should we should have music here. I don't know what's going on here. Let's fast forward a little bit here. Ah, there we go. Look at this old school goodness, y'all. That was okay. So Dig Dug is an unusual game. This was the first game that kind of, whenever you moved, the music would go. When you didn't move, the music wouldn't play. So fun, guys. Dig Dug was a lot of fun. What else we got here? Also got stuck in a tunnel and had to take 3 days off work. My neck was wrecked. Wow. Very safe place. Yes, I pride myself on that, Janet, for sure. What's up, Marth? Nice to have you here. Your chat are emotionally intelligent. You seem to keep it free flowing too. I appreciate that. Lottie, welcome. Nice to have you here. Um, Talking about video games right now, of all things. I actually were out my trackpad playing Farmtown on Facebook. Truck just wrecked my neck. You got to play on a console, Janet. Yep, I did find the sound. I remember when Dragon's Lair and Space Ace came to the arcade. It was a huge leap in video game. Yeah, that laser disc action, Chris. That was a big thing. Blue Marlin, welcome. Chumley will sign a plea deal guaranteed, Blue Marlin says. Don't know about that. If one isn't offered, Blue Marlin, how can you sign something that's not offered? Uh, is that the same sound as Pac-Man? No, it is not. I'll show you guys Pac-Man in a minute, but let's take a gander a little bit more at Dig Dug here. Ooh. Yeah, so okay, so the purpose of this is to I guess like harpoon all these characters that you see on screen. You're this character in the middle here, and you have to like dig your way to these different characters. And if you wait too long, they will kind of go into a ghostly form and chase you. But you can use these rocks to smash them, like you saw in that first thing, and you could use your harpoon to like, and then it's like an air pump, and you air pump them until they blow up. Kind of sick if you think about it. So fun though. I mean, and it gets very challenging the higher you go. It really does. Let's find why don't we find Pac-Man Arcade, and then I'll let you guys hear those sounds. Those bring me back. The Pac-Man Arcade sounds. Here we go. Uh I should get YouTube Premium just for this reason, but it's expensive, y'all. All right, hang on. No, I don't want it. Free for a month or week or whatever. Let's just fast forward. Here we go. There we go. I mean, is there anybody I need to explain Pac-Man to? I don't think so, right? I don't need to explain Pac-Man to anybody. What's up, Red Mama? Nice to have you here. Let's see. What else we got here? Yeah, Eric Rader with the. I mean, Pac-Man was an enjoyable game for sure. I mean, it's it's very simple. You just have to eat up all the dots. The big dots are kind of super powered dots that allow you to eat the ghost. You know. It can get annoying after a while. I'm not gonna subject you guys to all that, but very very fun. Yeah, I remember those sounds too, Cinderella. Pong was before even the Oh, the alligator game was called Pitfall. Ooh, I used to play the shit out of Pitfall. Hold on, I gotta show you guys Pitfall, man. Pitfall was really, really good, really fun. Let's do that. Let's find Pitfall for the 2600. Atari 2600 here. See if this takes anybody back. This one's a lot of fun. Where's the sound? Oh, yep, I remember. When you jumped, there was sound. And then you had to jump these barrels, and then you had to find the gold. And then you get to the alligators. Oh, I love this one. Every time that you get onto a rope, it does like the oh, there's the alligators. It does yeah, he did that really quick because if you get caught with the alligator's mouths open, then that's a life. So you have to kind of roll through there really quick, jump those barrels. You have to avoid scorpions, stuff like that, and you get gold. Let's take another peek here. Yep, and there's also snakes. I forgot about snakes, but you do eventually find gold. There it is. There's the gold. Those are pitfalls right there. Those things. They open up. You got to time it just right and jump, jump. There you go. There you go. And then you just get a high score, and that's pretty much it. But very fun game. Pitfall was a fun game. I joked that Rib Dog poops like a package board. Little drops. Oh, gross. Like a rabbit. Mrs. J, welcome. Nice to have you here. But yeah, look, RP Grinders. We do nostalgic games. We do current games. Like we definitely talk about a lot of the current stuff. But it's going to be a lot of fun every Friday at 7 Eastern time. RP Grinders coming to the channel. And then there's going to be some other stuff. I know that I'm going to be working on some videos regarding the recent events here in Aurora and in Denver in general. There's a reason why I haven't kind of talked about any of that, but I'm not at liberty to kind of talk about any of that. A lot of stuff right now I'm not at liberty to talk about, but everything will become clear when the time is right. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy RP Grinders. I've been doing it for 18 years. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be doing that show, to be honest. There is a there's a limit, and you only have so much time in your day, and I've been thinking about Fridays in particular. For 18 years, I've been sacrificing my Fridays for that show. And there will be a time when I'm like, you know what, I kind of want to spend some Fridays with Bernie or even to do things by. Did you ever play ET on the Atari? Oh, ET was a super frustrating game. That's the game that absolutely ruined Atari. Uh, Chris. There's still a trash heap in New Mexico that's since been covered over. They basically opened up the ground and they put out all the extra. They made more copies of ET for the um, Atari than there were systems. If you guys can believe that. But here is ET.
Build a website you
That
love.
or a commercial, either one. Like I said, I should probably spend the extra bucks here, but I mean, I'm cheapo McCheaperton. You have to do what you got to do. They actually did a pretty good job with the opening song there. You got it as close to the ET score in the movies. Of course, the Atari 2600. I mean, we were talking like games nowadays, y'all. Games nowadays are like in the gigabytes of material. Some of them over 100 gig for one game, gigabyte. Um, And back in the day, they were done in kilobytes, like very simple. Let's fast forward here. Now this game is interesting because every single time you walk, you lose health, which never made sense to me. And it was super frustrating because if you run into the pits, some of the pits you had to go into, but some of them, you could never get out of. It was really tough. Yeah, and those are the FBI guys. Those FBI guys, you gotta kind of get away from. And the whole point was to try to find the pieces of the ship so you could go home. I could never figure it out when I was a kid. I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in this thing, but you kind of get the idea. There's the pit, and then you got to get out of it, and it's a pain. Oh, of course he does it first try. Oh, but look, right back in. See? And those little dots are Reese's Pieces, by the way. If you guys are fans of E.T., he likes the Reese's Pieces. Oh, there comes the FBI guy. You better run, E.T. You better run. Run from the feds. Run. Run like your man bear pig. Run. I never understood that game all the way. Oh, and here's let me show you what the 26 I showed you Pac-Man before on the arcade. Here's what Pac-Man looked on the Atari 2600 here. There we go. All right. The sounds on this are awful. Watch. Way different. Can you imagine listening to that all day? Much different than the arcade version of that game. Now, I will tell you guys. Let me show you guys here. I'm gonna admit I ordered one. Yeah. They're coming out with the brand new Atari 2600. Hold on. I got to show you guys this. It's pretty sweet. It's the Pac-Man edition. It comes with both the 2600 version, this version, and the 7800 version, which was much more akin to the arcade version. So let me show you what's going on here. There it is right there. And I did pre-order one. You guys, I mean, it costs a lot, man. I had to save for this one. I didn't buy all the cartridges and stuff. But I did buy the 2600 Pac-Man edition with the game. Comes with a game and one controller, and I bought an extra controller. But you could have went all the way with all the controllers, all the different controllers there, and the 4 games there, Dig Dug included, Eric Rader, and Galaga and Pac-Man, and I forget what the other game is. It's yeah, I can't remember, but it comes with 4 games. But there you go. $400 for the low price of $400. Xevious was the other game. Yeah. But I got a blue controller and the system sent me back a couple $100, but for nostalgia sake, and I had a couple extra $100 at the time. I ordered this a long time ago. But there, and it's all like just like the old school one, except they changed it to have the Pac-Man coloring. Combat was fun, Mrs. J. Superman on the Atari, I did play that. I'm surprised you didn't play ET, Southern Yankee. Biggest video game flop in the history of gaming. Yeah, yeah. I like the first-person shooter games. Can't remember Call of Duty. Yeah, Call of Duty's still going strong, Janet. I don't like to play those games so much because I'm not good enough. I mean, 9-year-olds can kick my ass at that game, man. You know, shouldn't we ask about? Shouldn't we ask game dev about games? Oop, too early. Yeah. I've been gaming a long time, Rib Guy. I know probably way more about video games than most people. Batty says we were not allowed to play any shooting games when I grew up. Oh, Well, good for you, Batty. I guess that's why I turned out the way that I did, right? Mrs. Pac-Man on the Sega Genesis was fun. I used to have a Sega Genesis, Anna. Uh, Later, Miss J. Yeah, Southern Yankee. They are expensive. It is an expensive hobby, but it's a hobby that I've kept for decades now. And I really like video gaming. Almost everything now. I have two shelves of video games, but most everything. And I'm glad that they're kind of going this way because physical space. It's hard to find room to house all these games, but I do like it. I do like it a lot. I like it a lot. uh, yeah. So yeah, there's that. Guys, I don't want to bore you with the video game talk, but I will have a live, most likely on Sunday, if things work out. I'm gonna have a live with KDOT, probably at 1 Eastern, in the afternoon. So, 10 on the West Coast. And that one is going to be a little more poignant and serious, because there's lots to discuss there. I just had a live, what was it, yesterday, where I had to go and file a complaint against Officer McDonald. We're going to talk a little more about Officer McDonald. I just got his salary back, what he makes, in order to dox people on live streams, which he did to me and KDOT. Um, he makes 114,000 a year, and that's a problem. That's a big problem. It's way too much money when you're making that much money, and that doesn't even include benefits, overtime, nothing. That's just his base salary. 114 grand, Southern Yankee. 114 grand to berate and belittle um, the constituents of the city that he works in and works for, the people that he works for. Yep, standing around, Southern Yankee, and we will be talking about that. $114,000 employee that was mostly standing around. He was definitely rude, Batty, and I did put in a formal complaint on him. So we'll see the results of that. You guys can probably guess where that's going to go. We'll see. But at least it's in his file now, and that's why I do it. I don't purposely go out to antagonize any police officer or anything like that. If I antagonize them, it's because they deserve it, and they antagonized me first. They do need to leave the unhoused alone, Southern Yankee. They Denver and Aurora are notorious for fucking with homeless people, unhoused people, however you want to put it. I don't mind the term homeless. I know excuse me, I got hiccups. Hold on. Let me take a drink here. Oh, I think I left my soda outside. That's great. Whatever. Um but yeah, they purposely do that because those are the most vulnerable of our population. And instead of spending money on rehab centers, on housing for the homeless and our homeless veterans and veterans in general, that's one thing. I think if you are part of the military, I think you know, part of our responsibility as Americans is to step up and provide for every single person that enters the military, whether it's 2 years or 10 years or 30. I think we should, as Americans, provide housing. Whether or not they make a ton of money, I don't care about that. It matters not. Just curious, do making the complaints ever get anywhere? Batty, that depends. If you're me and you follow up with them and you figure out why certain things weren't done or stuff of that nature, they can be very effective. But for most people, Janet, thank you for being here. For most people, um, Batty, for most people, they're not effective. But I would recommend doing it anywhere, anyways, just so they have that in their file. later on down the road when they inevitably do something stupid, like shoot and kill somebody that is unarmed, um, it does matter in the end. You know what I mean? They never help, and it's sad. Southern Yankee says, "Why would they?" Southern Yankee, they're only making over. See, people think I'm nuts when I tell people that if you averaged all the salaries in the Aurora Police Department, it would be well over 100,000. Um, and I think we need to start over. We need big time police reform, and I know that's something that a lot of people don't want to hear. But I do think that defund some of it has to do with defunding the police, not in the way that most people think, where you just defund the whole police department, you don't have a police department, et cetera, et cetera. We can be way more efficient at it, way more, 100% more or more. And having people like me and KDOT be part of the training would be a good first step in that direction. How to deal with the public, how to deal, um, with your constitutional rights, you know, how to avoid getting into a situation where a citizen can sue you for violating their rights, things of that nature. I mean, it to me, it's just common sense. I don't know how else to put it. Um, but nonetheless, it is what it is. Um, but I am fighting against a lot of that, y'all. I really am. I'm fighting against just a lot in general. Um, hit that like button if you haven't already, y'all. I know there's been quite a few people lurking. If you're lurking and a member, what are you doing? Go ahead and hit that button. Um, I will release this to the general populace sometime tomorrow. I don't like to keep anything from non-members. I don't want anybody to feel like they're left out, but you guys are getting the live experience. So, it's one of the perks. I'm supposed to do one of these a month. And I know last month I didn't get to it, but, I am committed to doing a better job as far as that's concerned. It just, life has a tendency to get in the way of a lot of things. But let's talk about some more scheduling stuff. I hope you guys look forward to that panel with KDOT and myself. I got to do a little bit of video editing. I did get an email from someone who saw what the mainstream media wanted you to see and hear, and they edited their video. You know, they edited their video to not show what really happened. They all you saw, from the layman's perspective, the average person's perspective, was a guy coming out a cop in a fighting stance, but they don't tell you the events that led up to that. And I have video to prove it. So I'm going to show you guys why Rojan was coming forward in a fighting stance. Gina, I'm doing all right. Thanks for the comment there. I know you're lurking, Bernie. Um, I am well, Gina. I mean, I've got some back issues. That's no secret. I have a very arthritic back, and it limits my mobility at times. It sucks, but every day I get I get through it somehow, some way, right? Um, but I have my moments, and sometimes it is a struggle to keep up physically doing what I'm doing. Um, let's talk about DT a little bit. DT is better than ever, I think. I think you guys would probably agree with me. We've had to make a few changes, but nothing that you couldn't, you know, if you catch my drift, if you couldn't follow along with that you couldn't follow along with or understand what really is going on. We've just I mean, I just want to avoid any bullshit with Man Bear Pig, you know. He's the wimp that keeps on giving, let me tell you. So, you know, just saying. Um, I don't want him to have any opportunity to complain or cry in his little RV. up in the mountains, anything like that. I don't want any fodder for any of that shit, you know. So I think you guys catch my drift with that. I mean, there's the new emojis. Hey Batty, can you check that man card one? See if it's any better. I did make it a little bit bigger. Is it any better, guys and gals out there? Is that man card one any better? Let me know if it's better. I can't get into the live stream from my phone, so you guys can see it. I can't see it from StreamYard. Um, it is okay, cool. Um, I might replace that with Man Bear Pig in prison bars, like Southern Yankee wanted a prison bar emoji. So I might replace that man card one. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a poll later for you guys to actually we can probably do a poll now. Why not? Shit, hit a one if you want to keep the man card revoked emoji, or two if you want me to do the prison bar, Southern Yankee. I know how you feel about that. Maybe I can replace it. I don't know if I'm gonna get to the heights that I reached to get as many emojis as I got, but maybe if we get there, I can add something back or whatever. But uh, yeah, I knew what you wanted, Southern Yankee. But we'll see here. I'll release to the general populace, and you guys let me know in the comments. If you're listening on the replay crew, let me know if that's something that you guys want. Um, Man, bear, pig behind bars. Man card is good also. I do like the man card one, but I was thinking about it. That was mostly because I was doing the man card theme today. Um, you know, think this one is hard to make out. Okay. Yeah, I kind of knew Anna it would be, so I think it would probably be kosher to replace. Um, but let me see what I can concoct here in the next few days for you guys. Um, yeah. Well, that does make a difference too, Anna. If you're always on your cell, then yeah, it's gonna be slow going there. What the heck is my? Oh, there it is. I hear that static and it drives me nuts. I know how to fix it though. I just turn off my mic and turn it right back on. I think it's something to do with the programs I'm using. You know, I like the hot dog one. Oh, later, Beachcomber. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate that. I know you're what 6 hours later over there or something like that. So yeah, appreciate that. I hope you have a good evening, good sleep, good rest, and see you on you know see you on the next DT. So DT is going strong. There's some stuff in the works with that. I will have probably an announce. I did tease it. I'm going to have an announcement on Friday regarding DT. Um, and then, but there's going to be some other stuff going on as well. I've got a really cool plan for something a little different, but the same. I don't know. I can't really talk about that right now. I want to make sure this comes to fruition. If it does, you guys are going to be very, very pleased, and I hope you guys support with that. Um, oh, it's 23:30. Oh, wow, almost midnight. Yeah. Lurking eating dinner. Thank you, HD2. I appreciate that. Hope your dinner is good. Um, so there's gonna be no shortage of activity on the MLH channel, y'all. I mean, uh I'm already run ragged, but I might as well run ragged with you all, and you guys have made it very enjoyable for me. I've had some mental health challenges this past year. Like, I don't know if you guys remember that hanging stream that I did where I couldn't show you what I saw. That took a huge mental toll on me. It was very jarring, and never thought I'd see the day where something like that would happen, basically in my backyard. but if it didn't open up my eyes, it did that day. Freedom Nuts, welcome. Nice to have you here. It was awful, Anna, and I got up. I didn't get up close and personal with it, but I did see it and saw the way the cops were handling themselves. I wasn't too pleased. I think they came to too quick of a conclusion. I did find out a little more information about that. I think Chris on the drums was asking, but it was an Asian man, not a Hispanic man, which was widely reported when it first happened. What's up, Renee? Nice to have you here. Boxer Heather, welcome. Nice to have you here. Plus, we've had this year we've already had three officer involved shootings. One of them I know for a fact because of the video that I've seen is an absolute murder. And I know that they're going to justify it. Um, they're going to spin it however they want to spin it, but the camera does not lie. So I have two different angles. I'm going to get more angles. I hear tell there's up to at least 7 more videos that I'm going to be able to pull from to show you guys every single angle. Editing that stuff is going to take some work though, because obviously YouTube guidelines, I can't just show you guys probably something you guys don't want to see anyways. I can just describe what I've seen, and the footage that I've seen is horrific. So there's going to be a lot of work on that front, a lot of work on my police accountability front, which is what I used to do before I got involved in the anti-Scientology community, and eventually DT and all the stuff with Man Bear Pig, which is always entertaining. Don't get me wrong; all that stuff is definitely entertaining, and I enjoy bringing all that to you. But yeah, so there's a lot. There's a lot going on. There's some stuff I'm going to be able to talk about real soon. Other stuff, not so much, but I can assure you guys I'm going to be working as hard as ever on the channel to bring you guys the best possible content that I can bring you, a good variety of content as well. Not always the same old thing, because I know that it can get tedious and boring. All the Man Bear Pig stuff, Dougie kind of explained things. We weren't done with it, but we were literally getting bored because it was kind of the same template every time. I will say Man Bear Pig kind of gave us new life with this um, privacy complaint, and so that's gonna buoy us for a while, at least until hopefully trial, and then hopefully conviction and sentencing. Um, but it was getting tedious and boring for us. It was basically we were coming to a block because there's only so much stupidity that both of us can take. I mean, Dougie and I were at one point even stuttering the same way that Chumley because does, because when you are in someone's head like that, you have to kind of put yourself in that place when you're doing these, how he puts them, skits. I call them ads, fake ads, but they're still ads. Lazy Llama, welcome on in. Just out of work. Well, I hope you had a good day at work, Lazy Llama. Um, but it does put you in a place where you don't want to be for too long. It's like the actor Daniel Day-Lewis, one of the greatest, if not the greatest actor of all time. I happen to think he's the greatest actor of all time, based on his body of work. But he is definitely a character method actor, where he really engrosses himself into any role that he gets. And it's you know it takes a lot out of you, to be in that place and, try to think like someone. And, I hope I never act like that, because if I do, then I'm not worthy of this channel. Heath Ledger was the same, Renee. Exactly. Um, so, Dougie and I we're taking on his stuttering patterns, and, and you guys have noticed it on the channel, on the show before. It's hard to get out of that mentality, that perpetual stupidity that goes on with Man Bear Pig, you know. So that's just kind of a nutshell what we're up against. But I just wanted to let you guys all know that we do care about all of you. Um, I know it may seem like just something that we're saying just to garner even more favor with all of you. But I know for a fact that we all, absolutely adore the chat, the subscribers, the comments. Um, you know, um, we get a kick out of the haters sometimes, but the chat's always going to be the same. It's going to be a safe place for everybody to come on in and, you know, do their thing, without worry about retribution or any beef from any other channel or anything like that. Just don't pick up his boofing pattern, Chris says. Oh no, definitely not, Chris. There's no, I will not boof ketamine. Uh, and that's a funny thing. Somebody was mentioning that was a lark. He was just messing with everybody. He was just making fun. And it's like, no, you're not specific about something like that without having done that shit before. Yes, Jackie, a surprise stream, surprise members only stream. I know I've been neglecting you guys a little bit in that regard, but I want you guys to get your money's worth with the $3 a month, and I hope this makes it worthy of that. For those that have gifted memberships, I hope that you continue with those memberships, because I enjoy bringing the content that I do to you guys. Your chat's always great. Your mods are exceptional. Thank you, Anna. And I pride myself on how well my mods handle themselves. Batty and Fuzzy are elite. You want to talk about elite? They are elite mods, and there are plenty of other people, that I have on board that understand the channel and what I really want, and how to conduct being a mod. It's definite skill, and I appreciate them very, very much. I don't care if the boofing is true or not, just the fact that it drives them nuts is good enough for me. um well, why would it drive you nuts, Chris? Why would it drive him nuts? Not you, I'm not saying you, but why would it drive him nuts if he didn't do it? Always a good place to hang out, Mater says. Yes, and I enjoy the fact that you guys have a great spot to, I hate that term safe space, because it always has like a if you're a person on the right, that use that as slam for people on the left. If you're people on the left, you get, I don't like how that's portrayed. But I think the term is apt, a place where you can be safe, you know. We appreciate all you and the panel do, Jackie says. I appreciate all that you guys do. The members are key. You guys provide the vast majority of my revenue. And I do this as a full-time gig. I've said that before. It's no secret to anybody. And I work very hard at it. I work as hard on the channel as any person with a full-time job. And plus I have my activism work, and I also have to take care of Bernie and help her out, and all kinds of stuff. So I do put effort into it, and I hope the effort is there for everybody to see. It's not just going on deaf ears. I know you guys appreciate it, especially the members. Otherwise, you wouldn't put up your $3 a month. And it's something that I think I have. There's very few channels that really, really Um, I really do appreciate that fact. HD2 with the $20 super sticker. Thank you very much, HD2. I appreciate that. You have no idea how much stuff like that helps. HD2 says you gave everyone a voice, and everyone does have a voice on here, you know. And I try to get as many people involved as I possibly can. You know what I'm saying? I really, really do. I like that. I can bring you guys' comments to the forefront and discuss, because I think a lot of you have varying opinions that matter every bit as much as mine or Dougie's or Nonfix or Flea's, or even Kitty's, who's been showing up regularly on DDT, on DT. So yes, thank you very much, HC2. Stuff like that always matters. And this month, I think more than any, I think I'm going to need you guys' help with a lot. I'm like I said, I'm going to try to bring more content for you guys, to make it even more worth it. My goal, and I don't know if we're going to make it, guys. I was kind of looking at the numbers. We've lost a few subscribers. Those were probably just, trolls that wanted to make a comment and then bolt. But we just dipped under 6,500. Hey, $10 super chat from Freedom Nuts. Thank you very much, Freedom. I appreciate that very much. I love the avatar, big time. Little Pillsbury Doughboy there. Are you referring to Man Bear Pig when you do that, Freedom Nuts? But yeah, it's I think this is a special channel. I've never been a part of something so special, y'all. I know I've had RP grinders forever, but this channel in particular has been just you know awesomeness, and it's going to continue to be that way going forward for sure. um I I really do like that, avatar, man, it's so fun. Um, that's based on Man Bear Pigs, not liking the term Pillsbury Doughboy. Oh, that reminds me, I still have that one, I think, and I don't have to censor it, you know? I'm the Doa boy, you know? I mean, it's just little stupid stuff like that that makes me laugh, I mean, what do you guys think of, what do you guys think of the censored picture? I was kinda worried about that, to be honest, not because of anything else, but I was afraid that you guys wouldn't like it. Stuff like, this or this, you know? I mean, I don't know, I mean, I kinda like it, I don't know. I think it's I think it's actually funnier, to be honest with you. Um, I mean, that's what people do when they do stupid stuff, is they prompt you to come up with creative, kind of things to not only get within compliance on um, YouTube, but also to just show that that's not going to stop the channel. It's like, had to walk away. Did you mention the man's death this weekend? Yes, Cinderella. Matter of fact, um, let me get to these comments and I'll give you a rundown on that, and then I'll end the stream. Love it all, Southern Yankee says. It's funny, Anna says. I think it's pretty funny too. I said it was better because helped me keep from vomiting, Lazy Long. Yes, I agree. It does look better, right? I mean, when you don't have to look at Man Bear Pig's face, and you just look at a censored picture of whoever, behind bars. It's kind of refreshing, I mean, I even like this one. I created this one like at the beginning, you know. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Um yes, I did mention the man's death. His name is Rojan Cinderelli. He was killed right in front of his son by Officer Neely, a murderer. I had the opportunity to see unedited videos, two unedited videos from different angles, and he was murdered. Definitely murdered. Hides his face. Win for me. Freedom Nut says yes. But Cinderella, you might be interested on Sunday, I believe at 1 Eastern time. We're KDOT and I are going to be conducting a panel just on that. Him and I should say. Sorry. Um, we'll be conducting a full report for all the information that we know so far. Cinderella, I will let you know that the officer, I don't know if you saw the stream yesterday of Officer McDonald, R. McDonald. I like to think his first name is Ronald. The one that was giving me a hard time, that was doing nothing but standing around, sometimes on his phone, um, and doxed me and KDOT on the stream. Um, he makes $114,000 a year. So, kind of glad I don't have to see his face, Batty says. Yes, yes, I think I agree. And that goes for any of these pictures, like even this one. You know, who is that behind there? I don't know. I mean, these are edited, censored pictures. That one. You know, this is one of my favorites. I love that one. That one. Oh man, really good. Now, is this Grimace? I can't really tell. You see what I'm saying? I cannot really tell. I mean, this, guy at some store, some ambiguous guy who decided to stand with his hands on his belly, in undies. I mean, or this guy just being a slob, you know. I mean, stuff like that. This sort of looks like Cartman. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, this guy looks like a fat grifter, who cons people out of money. I mean, how would you know? You know, this guy here, Boofer's Vacation, who is that? Who are those ladies that are at his legs? I know that's the cooter disguise, down there. But I mean, this guy probably singing a wonderful tune. We'll never know. I'd like to give him credit, but can't, you know. This guy with the crap bucket. I mean, strapped to his ass, easy to sit down and do his business, I guess. This one eating his boogers. I mean, I didn't want to censor the booger because I didn't think the booger could give me a privacy complaint. So I left the booger in, hoping that the booger you know, doesn't mess me up here, you know. This one, you know, me playing Street Fighter 2 to be exact. I guess I'm kicking Grimace's ass. I don't know. Is that Grimace? I know that's the cooter disguise there, you know. And then we were talking about Pac-Man earlier. What about Fat Man? The much maligned prequel to Pac-Man. I mean, you know, I don't know. I mean, I don't even know what this is, you know. I mean, there's this one that says Boofing Warrior, but who the hell are these people in that picture? I don't know. I'll never know. And neither will anybody else. It's a mystery. Same thing with this dog. What kind of dog is that? I'm guessing a chow. I don't know, but I know there's a cooter disguised dog. I didn't even know they had those. You know, these vultures. I mean, what's going on there? Different species of vulture. I know they pooped. Hence the flies. But I mean, we'll never know who the players involved are in Grand Theft Janky. You know, I mean, there's a cat there in the cooter disguise. But, you know, and then there's this one. Who the hell is this? Some random cat that's been put in a bowl of soup? You know? And this one, I'm guessing this is some sort of Dracula or something. I don't know. You guys be the judge. Here's another angle. I can see the teeth, the fangs, but that's it. This person running away from what seems like, one of those characters from those scary movies. I mean, how do I know? You know? Same thing with this one, The Greatest American Zero. Who the hell is this? You know? Or maybe, you know, E-Bike, the extraterrestrial, you know? Who are these people? What's in that crate there? I don't know. This prisoner here? Who the hell is that? you know, this egg? You know, some some, you know, random buffalo and an unnamed cat on top of the buffalo hump? You know? This person in a dress? Who the hell is that? I know what this one is. This is censored chat, you know, censored. I mean, they are censored. They can't say Tanya and Rib Guy, so there's that. And then we'll just finish it up with these random pictures that are censored. Here's another one of the censored chat, you know. Oh, and this one, some type of alien form. You guys be the judge of that. I don't know. I mean, oh, and then I think I'm gonna guess this is the jackalope. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I can only make a guess. Um, and then another random prisoner. You know, I mean, you know, just saying. He could poop and puke at the same time. Yeah, probably. What else we got here? Nobody's eating cats. Keeper, who said that? Nobody said anything about that. Should do one where he's going to poop in the woods and got poison ivy on his privates. Well, Jackie, I mean, I'm sure we'll get to that point at some point, you know. My notification didn't work. Well, sorry about that, Kelly. Should have. I'm glad you caught us though, or caught me. So let's wrap it up. Let me get this ugly ass picture off the screen here. Oh, one more. We'll never know what this means. Some sort of symbol. I don't know, you know. Um, so anyways, let me just wrap it up here. I know I've been rambling for a while. Cat tacos, Kelly. Um, okay. So in summary, I just want to thank all of you one more time, all the members, and all of you that aren't members, please consider helping out. Um, the gifted memberships are great, but they do drop off unless you keep it. If you have a gifted membership, all I ask is that um, that you consider keeping it. If you have a few extra bucks, I don't want anybody to get put out or anything like that. But every little bit helps here on the channel. Hugs and love coming from the back streets. Thank you, Red Mama. Appreciate that. Um, so yeah, so I guess that's my grifting after the fact kind of statement. But you guys have been so awesome and so helpful and so caring of what we actually are doing on this channel, especially when it comes to Man Bear Pig. I hope you guys enjoy the new content coming up. Um, I've got some exciting things in the work that I'll be able to talk about a little bit later. But one thing in particular, RP Grinder is coming on Friday. I know it's a little different to say the least. But I think after a while you guys will grow to appreciate that show. It's about a 2-hour show too, so it's no joke. I'm gonna try to shorten that a bit for you guys, maybe make it about an hour and a half, something like that. Um, oh, that's up to you, Kelly. I don't know. What do you think? I mean, I'm just saying, you know. Um, but so RP Grinder's a big thing coming. I'm hoping to have an announcement next week about something that I want to do on the channel that I think you guys would all love. I really do think you guys would love that. And I don't want to give too much away, so I'll just shut my mouth. I tend to give too much away. But yes, look forward to Friday. We're going to have DT on Friday. I will have an announcement then regarding DT. I don't want anybody to freak out. There's nothing super weird going on. I just going to make an announcement. Nobody's leaving, nothing like that. There's no, um, uh, anything like that. I that. Uh, appreciate that, Red Mama. So just saying. I mean, there's going to be some exciting stuff on the channel, and I hope you guys enjoy the new stuff as well as the old stuff. And just know that I'm always thinking about you guys. That's why I wanted to do this particular live, especially for the members. I'm very, very thankful for you guys. You guys have no idea. I am super, super thankful. Um, you know, I have named his supporter Cow Tanks. I don't even know what that means, Kelly. It's gonna be fun, Mater. As fun as I can make it. But yeah, there's gonna be a few things that I think you guys are gonna really appreciate. And I wanted to tell the members first. Everybody else, you're sometime tomorrow. I'm gonna release this for everybody as well because I don't like to hold anything back behind a paywall for people that can't afford. So you guys get the live experience. I hope you guys enjoyed the live experience, and I will shortly be putting that. Um, you know. Um, you were in when I was on? I had no idea, CBF. This was a surprise stream, CBF. I'll go back and watch yours, CBF. I didn't want to take away anything from anybody, but it's hard when you've got so many great friends like yourself, um, CBF, to keep up with everybody's schedule. It's just really tough. But I kind of needed to do this one, not only for myself, but for all the members and you know, um, stuff like that. Yeah, I'll keep it in mind next time, CBF. Thank you for giving me my verbal lashing. I probably deserve it, CBF. But if you haven't subbed to CBF, make sure you do. She's got a great channel and deserves a lot more attention. And that's something that you know, I'm going to be focusing on more going forward. Is all I'm going to say is other people's channels, but in a way that you guys will really enjoy it. Hopefully, if I can nail some things down. But uh, well, in summary, let me just wrap things up. I just want to say thank you again to all the members. If you're a non-member, I would appreciate it if you would consider your membership as a donation to the show. It's $3 for a whole month, and I think you guys get plenty for your money. Um, and I'm going to try to do a better job at doing member only stream at least once a month, even if it's just a fireside chat that we're having where you guys can ask me anything, or we're just BSing about whatever. Um, you know, uh, there you go. My channel calls Slob out a lot, and the other one too. Yeah, well, uh, kind of what we do here, Kelly, and I appreciate that because the more the better. So, all right. Again, thank you everybody. Thank you all the subscribers, all the members. I really appreciate all of you. I don't feel bad if you can't get a membership to the show. Just watching, hitting that like button, and commenting. That's something I'm going to need a lot more of. The comment show has suffered because, I had to take down all the previous streams because you know why, all the privacy complaints and stuff like that. But anyways, I hope you guys all have a great evening. I will see you guys on Friday, double duty on Friday with DT and with RP Grinders. So first 3 Fridays of every month, RP Grinders is coming to the channel, and I'll have another announcement on Friday. And then hopefully another big announcement early next week if everything goes right. So I really, really appreciate all of you guys. You guys have a good one. I'll see you guys on the next, next little doodly do whatever. But anyways, take care, guys. See you guys on DT on Friday. If I don't get back to you before then, you never know what's going to happen here in the city. But hopefully it'll be quiet. I can take a day off tomorrow and then enjoy, maybe playing some video games. So, anyways, take care, everybody. Hope you guys have a great one. I'll see you guys then.